Time Walk here. Awesome card. It's a little different than the other power. When you have Time Walk, you wanna maximize it. So ways to recur it, like Jace's Prodigy, Snapcast the Mage, Eternal Witness, are of course a little more valuable. So you can take Volcanic Island, pretty safe pick. You could take Deceiver. There's nothing wrong with Time Walk in a Deceiver Exarch deck. And as I mentioned, if you take the twin pick early, you kind of stamp your flag, so your opponent is not gonna necessarily take it. It's better than Frantic Search, which is a more good in Storm, good in Reanimator, but I like Twin more than those archetypes. Okay, there is possible to take Stoneforge, going to like a blue-white control deck. I've been pretty impressed by blue-white control. Alternatively, there is Flooded Strand, just as a fetch land, to maybe, probably not going to wheel Volcanic, but it is nice. Muldrifter is just a fine card, and it's not a bad card to have with Twin or Kiki-Jiki as a backup. I don't think I need to take Stoneforge here. It's a little bit like abandoning the Deceiver Exarch, and why not stay on target with something else instead? So I'm going to take Muldrifter here. It's a solid card. It can be a divination, or it can be 5 mana value card. It does works pretty nicely with Time Walk in the sense that this is sort of like an explorer early, which makes you get closer to Muldrifter. Muldrifter digs you towards Time Walk, and it can be a good card in the twin deck. Thinking for the twin combo, or just putting Splinter Twin on this or Kiki-Jiking it is a thing. You can get Muldrifter with Imperial Recruiter as well. Alright. This pack is weak for me. There is Suntide, which I don't even necessarily like that much in a control deck anyway. So I think Swamp Forest Island Triumph or Swamp Mountain Forest Triumph. Seems like I should probably take the blue Triumph. So if you take this card, it's a card that if you get like Wooded Foothills, Wooded Foothills becomes a red-blue land. So I'll take the Triumph. A little underwhelming, but you never know, it can also help you splash things. Like an Ashiok maybe. Haldvik Horror was good for me in my last draft. There's also Brazen Borrower Palace Jailer. I think that the Brazen Borrower can be good here. It's pretty nice in a twin deck because you can do a lot of things in instant speed, like cast Deceiver, cast Lightning Bolts, counter spells. And Brazen Borrower can work nicely. There's an interactive card that also can pressure your opponent. The alternative is to take Palace Jailer and hope that Stoneforge wheels, but it's not unlikely to happen, I think. People tend to like Stoneforge Mystic. And Brazen Borrower is a good disruptive card at Precious Planeswalkers. A lot of good Planeswalkers you can attack with a 3/1 flyer. Okay. Rolling Earthquake is sort of like a sweeper. Talia, Elspeth, Goldspan Dragon. Also Toxic Deluge if I want to go into blue-black. But I prefer my sweeps to be don't cost me life in blue-black, because it can be a lot of painful things you do in blue-black. Night's Whisper, Thoughtseize. Goldspan Dragon is solid, so is Rolling Earthquake. I think I prefer my sweepers not to deal damage to me. So I think I'm going to take Goldspan Dragon. Goldspan Dragon plus Time Walk is a pretty good combo. Alright, Sacred Foundry. P and Kieran and Lara. I think Red Elemental Blast is a card that you can main deck, or just have it as an awesome sideboard card. And yeah. Put it here for now. Red Elemental Blast also becomes better if you have Jace's Prodigy. You can just loot it away. So it's having a dead card. A card that's sometimes dead in your main deck is not the worst if you got some. Wow, some good cards to get away. Both Remand and Shard is card I like, but I prefer Remand. It just plays very well in the instant speed nature of a twin deck, and it's really surprising it goes so late. It's the last card before the wheel. So now what? I'm not locked into red, I'm locked into blue for sure. Deceiver and Goldspan makes me want to be blue-red, but I don't have to. So Gilded Drake as a sideboard card against some Reanimator style deck or Sword of Feast and Famine, kind of a random sword. I think I like Gilded Drake. Stoneforge didn't wheel, not surprising. Goblin Bombardment, I don't think it's good, neither is Sulfuric Vortex. Take Containment Priest. Oh, Stoneforge did wheel, that's weird. Okay. Well, I'll take it here. Now I kind of wish I'd taken some of the white cards, but we have our eyes open for Glorybringer is like a second Goldspan Dragon. I'm keeping my eye open for some of the white cards here now. I'm not sure Tal is particularly good in a blue-white control deck though. Can be okay, but it hurts you a lot too. But we shall see. I haven't seen any more twin pieces, which is a little scary. So it's possible I abandon red, although I could just be a blue-red, like a mid-range deck with Time Walk, Remods, some card draw. No. As for white, I have Stoneforge, so if I get like a Battle Skull, it could be decent. Alright, so now I get put to the test because there is Mystic Confluence, very good cards. Also Fractured Identity if I want to go back into blue-white. Fractured Identity is better than Mystic Confluence. For sure. It's also Counterspell if I want it to be extra safe. Fractured Identity is a splashable card. It doesn't take much for you to be able to splash it. Guess I could also splash it with Goldspan. Win more though. I think I'm gonna take Fractured Identity and see where I go. Alright, Minsc and Boo. So another splashable card, and it's awesome. It's a card I can splash with a Triumph. So if I were to take Minsc and Boo, I would probably abandon white. I think I'm gonna take Minsc and Boo just because this pack is kind of weak. The red doesn't do anything right now because I don't have any artifacts, just a bad expensive looter. Adeline is a little too white heavy for my taste. So I'm gonna take Minsc and Boo and might be splashing it. So there is Prismatic Vista, just a solid fixer. Is it Signet? Gruul Signet would help me splash some cards. I think Is it Signet is gonna look pretty good here because first of all it's mana fixing. Second, it powers out some of my more expensive cards. And while it doesn't push green for Minsc and Boo, it means that I might be able to play more green sources just because Is it Signet fixes me. So it's been a rough draft, but here I get Jace better than all, so that's really nice. Also works nice with Is it Signet. So wherever I go, Jace is going to be awesome. Okay, I'm gonna take Steam Vents here. I think that I'm probably not playing Stoneforge. I might splash Fractured Identity, but more likely I'm gonna be blue-red splash Minsc and Boo. I think Minsc and Boo might actually be better than Fractured Identity. Steam Vents is nice though. Raven Inspector, Unholy Heat, or Murktide Regent. I don't think I have enough spells for Murktide Regent. Unholy Heat is a nice interactive card. I like the fact that it deals with Planeswalkers too if you get artifacts in your graveyard. Right now, I don't have any... It's not going to be easy for me to get to Delirium. I have Sorcery, Instant, Artifact can sometimes. And Planeswalkers. So it's not impossible, but even if Unholy Heat just deals 2, it's a fine card. Alright, don't want to play Goblin Guide. Relic, good sideboard card. Yorion is a blue card, you don't have to play white. Yorion, I already have my 5-drop shit. Settle though. Spiral Vantage, I want to splash Fractured Identity. I'm gonna take Relic, such a good Cyberguns and Reanimator. Alright, this isn't great. I don't think I want to play Porcelain Legionnaire or Runaway Steamkin. Take the sword, just in case. I go back in the Stoneforge route. Raging Ravine's gonna help me splash Minsc and Boo. I don't even like Path that much in blue. I don't like giving my opponent a land. I'm not playing that. So this is gonna be the Twin Dream is looking very less likely now. I haven't seen any target. But although you only need one. I only need to get either Kiki-Yiki or Splinter Twin. At this point I'm almost rather have Splinter Twin because Kiki-Yiki triple red is gonna be tough. Like some fetch land to fetch this land. Now even a black, like a Bloodstained Mire would be a good pickup. It could get me blue in this way or green in this way. Whereas something like a Marsh Flats would be very sketchy. Guess this Memba. It's not often you splash a green card. Take the Typh. I only have 12 playable, so I can't fiddle around too much longer. I mean, a Relic is a card I can play if I wanted to. My graveyard doesn't hurt my graveyard, and especially apart from this card. Don't want to kill someone's Storm Dream. Don't want to take away tenders from someone. Even Inspector, late for that. White seems to open actually, which is rough. And Yorion is a card that is not 0% to get in my deck. Rakdos Signet. Okay, so options are Caracas as a value card, but looking a little bit rough with my mana. Vendilion Click, another instant speed card. Factor Fiction, card draw. And I actually think that Vendilion Click is a solid enough card here. Don't like the way Caracas messes my mana, and Vendilion Click plays good with some of my instants like Remand, Unholy Heat, Red Blast, and if I get some twin pieces. I already have Jace and Minsc and Boo, Muldrifter for card advantage, so Factor Fiction is less needed. If I will it, I might play it though. Alright, so we have Arcane Proxy. That is an interesting card when you have Time Walk. It can flashback Time Walk for 1 blue. It can also flashback Unholy Heat, Red Elemental Blast. Misty Rainforest is very tempting though. Krark is also interesting when you got Time Walk. And Expressive Iteration is just a solid card. So I have 4 good options. Do I want the land or do I want... This card is a tri-land. It gets me green, blue and red. I think I have to take the land to make my mana good, and then I can probably wheel one of these options. Okay. Arid Mesa or Daze. Arid Mesa is... Unfortunately, it doesn't get me green. It gets me my Steam Vents. So I think I might take Daze. I think Daze could be decent here. I got a Signet, I got some instant speed cards, so I could even hardcast it, and it's kind of nice to have Daze backup when you're casting these 4 mana Planeswalkers sometimes. Yeah, Daze seems okay. At this point, the Twin Din seems like it's dead, but there's Batterskull. Zealous Conscripts sort of suggests to me that no one is playing Twin on my left. So if I take Conscripts here, I'm probably gonna get anything. If I knew I wasn't gonna get any twin pieces, Season Permanents might just be better. On the other hand, I don't have too many graveyard stuffs. The only thing that works with Season Permanents is Unholy Heat. So I'm gonna take Conscripts and pray. Fortunately, not in this pack. Thieving Skydiver or a Braid. Go for decent. Thieving Skydiver is a little bit more swingy, whereas sometimes it's kind of bad, it's just a 2-1 flyer, but sometimes you steal something awesome. And I don't have too many ways to deal with artifacts. Both these deal with artifacts. I think that Thieving Skydiver has a little higher upside. Oh, there's Kiki-Jiki, awesome. I mean, I preferred Splinter Twin, but I'm not gonna complain. I have 2 ways to go infinite with Kiki-Jiki. See if I have to play all these 5 mana cards. I mean, Muldrifter you can play for 3 mana, I suppose. But alright, we have Cryptic Command. The mana in this deck's gonna be challenging, but I think it's possible. It's rough. I have some duels, but I'm probably gonna play 18 lands, so I have enough colors. As far as headquarters, it would be a nice wheel, but that's probably not gonna happen. Alright, I guess hers now. I want to play Hell Rider. Yeah. Could play hers main deck. I got some ways to crew it. Probably have to. I have so little playables. I probably have to. Might have to play some other cards too. Ooh, Factor Fiction. Wield. Awesome. Better than Abbott and Rakdos Signet that I'm not playing black. That's a nice wheel. Now see if Arcane Proxy wheels too. Or what else was it? Was Arcane Proxy and something else? I can't remember. Arcane Proxy and it slips my mind now. Arcane Proxy is a card that no, it didn't wheel. It was Krark. I guess I'll take that just because I have Time Walk. It can be a combo. And can also be pretty good with Red Elemental Blast if since it's so cheap. Even if you don't win the flip, you can still. Okay, Hallowed Fountain, huh? Or Avalanche Riders. Hallowed Fountain is a card I could get with Misty. So maybe I can splash Fractured Identity. I don't think Avalanche Riders is doing much. Even though Avalanche Riders plus Kiki-Jiki is cute. Yeah, maybe I just need playables. I'm not gonna play. I can't play Fractured Identity with just 2 sources, I think. Let's load this. My mana is already terrible, so Soulfire Grandness plus Time Walk, but can't play it, I don't think. Insanely late Skyclave Apparition. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna place 18 lands because I have so many expensive cards, and I got some card advantage too. Between Factor Fiction, Jace, Minsc and Boo, Cryptic, Muldrifter, I can get my cards back. So I'm good on green sources. I think I have 3 green sources. That's probably enough, especially since some of my other cards also help fix like Gold's Bandwagon. And my blue cards draw me cards. Let's see here. Add lands. I'm not going to play any forests. Correct. 7/6. Yeah. And let's add another. This is a blue. This is a red. So it's even. This is a dual trial. So I want another red or another blue. I think another blue. Right. Not the greatest hand, but Remand plus Muldrifter digs me deeper. I have all my colors. And that includes, so I have triple red and triple blue eventually if this gets steam vents. Probably gonna play an island next turn because I wanna wait to fetch. Bloodghast, very aggressive. Could also be some graveyard shenanigans. This is a very good cover recurring nightmare. Though of course you need to have a target to get back first. But that could be solved by Faithless Looting. I wonder if my opponent is black-red, an archetype I've been thinking about trying sometime. But plays nothing. I'm probably not going to evoke Muldrift here because I can keep open Remand and fetch Steam Vents. So when I fetch Steam Vents, I will have all my colors for all my cards, I think. I will have Cryptic and Kiki-Yiki. Probably going to board in Relic in this matchup. I could also get Triumph, but at this point, if I draw Triumph, I'd rather draw Triumph and cycle it than draw Stevens. And I have all my colors anyway, I have green. So I think it's actually better to get this over the Triumph. Also, the Triumph doesn't tap for red, so... Okay, it would have been nice to draw a land at some point. Though next turn, if I want to play something, I can remand it, and the next turn I can either cast Muldrifter or Conscripts. Probably Muldrifter, because some Conscripts you wanna do something. Okay, my opponent cycles Takenuma and missed. There's the recurring nightmare, by the way. To go with Bloodghast, but my opponent whiffed, so that's nice for me. Here's something. Cast to the Lich. So I would just be giving my opponent a Monarchy. I think it's worth. I don't think Zealous Conscript and that does anything, unfortunately. But problem is, if I now cast Muldrift, my opponent just casts that and goes to town. So I drew Avalanche Riders. I could cast Avalanche Riders, blow up a land, and then sacrifice that to the Lich. And it doesn't really matter. Then I can maybe take back the Monarchy. That seems like a plan. So I'm gonna blow up the Jund land. And now if my opponent plays the Lich, I can sacrifice the Riders, which I want to sacrifice anyway. And then I can play Conscripts and take back the Monarchy. And that's my plan. Of course my opponent could play something else, but... Alright, here we go. So now my opponent gets to draw a card end of turn, but that's acceptable. Okay, Cryptic is good later. So I get to steal that. Attack for 7. Or I could stay back and block Bloodghast, but dealing 7 here is a lot. And if I were to stay back, I have to attack with something. If I stay back, my opponent has 2 attacks, so gets the Monarchy anyway. So I think this is worth it. And with Cryptic Command, I might be able to raise. And my opponent has to sacrifice a creature here, but that's fine because my opponent has Bloodghast, so... at least Bloodghast can't attack. Ooh, Time Walk. So... maybe I shouldn't have attacked, but... any removal spell just means... doesn't work anyway. And that might have been a bad play. Mind Twist, that was unfortunate. My opponent got Cryptic. But I get to keep Time Walk and Muldrifter. Ooh, I think I just won the game. Sick. Time Walk, Minsc and B. I was lucky. Oh man. Yes. I get to deal 4 here, and then next turn I get to deal 7. I get to take the Monarchy too, but you become the Monarchy. Okay. Nice. But it's possible I shouldn't have attacked. Although I figured one probably was gonna put this in the tank here, or is raging. Right. So Red Elemental Blast can go. I'm gonna bring in Relic of Progenitus since I saw Bloodghast and Recurring Nightmare. Gonna hope I have an answer for Mind Twist whenever that comes, if that comes. Ooh, Time Walk, nice. And the Time was gonna basically be an Explorer in this game, but it's still nice to have an Exploring Vintage Cube. Ahead and get Relic down. Having that ready for graveyard shenanigans. Blood-Tide Harvester. Okay. 3/2, that can give something -2/-2, and then you get a blood. Probably just gonna Time Walk here. Do a little bit of Explore. Brazen Borrower. Probably not gonna cast it for a while. I think I'm going to keep up with Remand. And if my opponent doesn't play anything, I could borrow the Blood-Tide Harvester. That's a little awkward, but it still buys me some amount of time. Because it gives my opponent another blood, but I'm not gonna do it until the end of turn, of course. Kroxa. That's not a card I necessarily wanna do anything about. No. How about I just discard Brazen Borrower? I think it's the worst card in my hand. Crocs is just gonna get exiled. I don't want to discard a land, and I don't want to discard any of my card advantage cards. And there isn't anything I necessarily want to Brazen Borrower anyway. It's pretty nice though. I get to pass the turn and keep open both Remand and Factor Fiction. Opponent is sacking the blood. But Croxa is gone for good. Thoughtseas. I'm gonna Factor Fiction in response because I don't want my opponent to take Factor Fiction, and if I don't fact, my opponent's gonna take Factor Fiction, and I'm left with a Remand my opponent knows about. Remanding a Thoughtseas here doesn't do anything. Yes, Kiki, Hers, Rider's Island. I'm gonna try this. The fact that my opponent splits it like this means the split's not finished, but if the split is this, I'm gonna take the Gaze pile. This seems like a better split because here my opponent is gamming, I don't have lands. But since I'm getting Thoughtseas, I'm probably gonna take the bigger pile no matter what. Because I'm still losing a card. I think this is the best split. But since I'm getting Thoughtseas, I'm gonna take the bigger pile probably. I think this... I would never split 4-1 when opponent's not gonna do that either. Very rarely is it correct to split 4-1 in Factor Fiction. The only time it happens is usually when your opponent's getting an insane card. Yeah, I'm gonna take the bigger pile here. And then I might as well Relic in response, so my opponent doesn't get to choose what card gets exiled. There's no reason to give my opponent an option. I mean, my opponent's probably going to exile the swamp anyway, but why give my opponent a choice, you know? So I still have Muldrift as card advantage. Avalanche Riders could be good here. Kiki-Jiki has potential, but it's not really good right now. Opponent takes Kiki-Jiki, is probably the safest option. And plays the ready. Okay. That is a thing. So let's see, that can kill my creatures. The -6 doesn't do anything because of Relic for the moment. Let's see here. So I'm gonna get rid of those forces. I could cast Avalanche Riders and attack the ready. I could also cast Muldrifter. I think I like casting Muldrifter because then next turn I can go Avalanche Riders plus Remand. My opponent also knows about the Remand, so I think I like this. Do Cryptic and Signet. Once it's down to 2 cards. Could kill Muldrifter now, but I still got to draw 2 cards. And that takes up the activation for the turn. Reanimate Kiki-Jiki. Okay, that's sweet. And Relic can't do anything about that, unfortunately. But I could maybe Cryptic Command back my Kiki-Jiki to my hand. We shall see. Yeah, that's a good play. Get to make another 1/1 here. Alright. Get rid of Reanimate. I have to do this now. So let's return, draw a card, turn. And then I have Remand. I'm only taking 3. I'd rather have Remand and Relic up than my opponent. Did my opponent not activate that last time? Probably should have. I'm not cracking Relic probably until a while because I kind of want to check the ultimate. Down to 8 as well. But also, Relic seems very valuable against my opponent. Okay, I could Remand that and my opponent can't replay it. That's probably best because at this point my opponent knows I have Remand and... So I don't think Remand's gonna be that good. Do Salus Conscript, very interesting. So what I could do maybe is steal the ready and do something. Kinda wanna do it when my opponent is ready to ultimate though. Alright, let's see here. So I think I'm gonna cast Avalanche Riders. Blow up the green red swords. And I kind of don't want. So let's see. Play Ravine and say go, I think. I can probably play the Signet. I don't think I need to have the Relic ready. So my plan now is to hope my one ticks up, and then I can still use this conscript and ultimate it and get a couple of 1/1s, and then or maybe even the Mox Emerald. My opponent has Land or Elves and an unknown card in hand. I hope it's not Mind Twist. Mind Twist is the main card I'm worried about here. But it's only going to be a Mind Twist for free though. Okay, that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Now my plan didn't work. So, but I can still take the ready, sacrifice my Signet to kill Bloodtide Harvester. My opponent did not play the Elves for some reason. Ooh, Vendilion Click, okay. Yeah. And I have mana for everything. So let's see here. I also have the win with Zealous Conscript, but I kind of wanna steal that. Could also steal in the Bloodheart Harvester, but this takes away less loyalty. And then next turn I have the win with let's play around the haster, I guess. Next turn I have the win with Kiki with the click at the, oops, I was meant to have a stop on my draw step. Okay, that's fine. I can just click and sacrifice the click and then win the game. Let's make sure here there's nothing. There is Llanowar Elves and oh, Snuff Out. There was something. Oh man, this is gross. This is gross. Alright, so what do I do now? Things are getting more desperate. I think I need to wait. I have days in my deck. Let's do this. Oh, okay. Well, where did my one's Llanowar Elf go? I don't know. Grave Titan, my opponent is 1 mana away from playing. No, I think that's fine. I mean, crap, my opponent had an instant speed interaction. Unfortunately, I can't even. Unfortunately, I can't even activate Ravine. So what I can do though is cast Goldspan Dragon. Attack my opponent. And then I can play Kiki and make a copy of Goldspan in my opponent's turn. So now my opponent's not gonna get to get the monarchy back, I don't think. It's been a complicated game. That Snuff Out blowed me out though. Still have. So unfortunately, if my opponent kills Kiki, I have to make Goldspan in response. Actually, hang on. So now my opponent should kill Goldspan, because then if I make a copy, it's gonna die end of turn, unfortunately. So the good news is that I'm probably gonna keep the monarchy. Okay. Do this, and then let's see. Opponent has a Grave Titan in hand. Through the Breach, okay. And Griselbrand. Okay. This is some top decks. Alright. Well, that's not good. Gonna have to block Griselbrand. And then I'm gonna lose my Goldspan to Custody Lich. Yeah, we're dead here. Probably. Opponent also gained 7 life. That was some top decks. Oh man. Yeah. Alright, so that was unfortunate. I want Gilded Drake. It's a way to steal a Griselbrand, but it doesn't work if the card is getting into play through the breach. It works if it's Recurring Nightmare, but I already have Graveyard under control. It was the turn where my opponent killed my Avalanche Riders. Everything just went bad from that point. His hand seems okay. Nothing special, but maybe I can steal a Mox with Thieving Skydiver. Have to play it for 3 mana, of course, and I have some decent cards here. It's not a bad hand, it's just... Okay, my move to 5. This is the sort of hand that's good when your opponent mulligans, I think. The reason why I'm not huge in love with this hand is that it's sort of... doesn't do anything very powerful, but it's very solid though. Okay. Stomping Ground. I think I want to play Signature. I don't need to have Remand open. I only have 1 interactive counter spell, so I might as well just develop my mana here. Okay. I could steal the blood, but that seems a little weak. Although my hand's kind of bad. What I think I'm gonna do is pass here. I'm not gonna click, because I want to keep open Remand / click, so I have options. Okay, so I can no longer steal that. I've only got Griselbrand in graveyard though. Alright, I'm gonna have to remand that, and then I gonna have to click that away, probably. Nice if I could draw a graveyard hate card, but I didn't. Okay, so let's cast Krark, and then I'm gonna have to draw step, animate that, and hope my opponent doesn't have a second way to do that. So do I have 2 things? No, Animate Dead, Chain Lightning, Custody Lich. Okay, I'm gonna have to take Animate Dead here. There is no way around that. So I'm probably gonna have to Chain Lightning now while I'm tapped out. Otherwise, I can spend red. If that is on the bottom, Chain Lightning, Custody Lich, Forest. Kind of want to block here. But no, I probably shouldn't block. The reason is if I cast Custody Lich, I want to keep a flyer in place so I can pressure and get the Monarchy back. So I should probably take 3 here. I don't think I'm in any danger of losing. Okay, yeah, that's good play. And Bloodgust. Okay. Brazen Borrower. Unfortunately, I'm drawing all these low-powered cards, but it is nice that I have a bunch of flyers. Alright, do I just play Thieving Skydiver here? Or do I play Borrower plus Hardcast it to sack it? That seems better. Oh, okay. So I have a plan. The plan is to, when my opponent casts Custody Lich, I can play a Borrower in response and then sacrifice that. And then I have a flyer that can pressure. Okay, so I'm happy my opponent did this pre-combat too. Petty Theft that. Let's see here. Petty Theft the Bloodtide Harvester. Then play a Borrower, sack that, because that's worse than Vanillion Click. Also, at some point I could activate Raging Ravine, but that was a good draw, I think. So let's see here. So let's cast. Let's attack. Get the monarchy back, and then I'm going to cast Thieving Skydiver. Because I want to have a blocker. So now if my opponent wants the monarchy, I have to attack with both. And then I can block the Lich, and I don't have to sacrifice a creature. I think that's very important. But alright, so I'm gonna have to Mind Twist in response. There is the daze. Unfortunately, it doesn't work here. Lighting Forest. Okay, again, since I'm getting Mind Twist, I'm taking the bigger pile. Even though, yeah, keeping Cryptic would be nice, but since I'm getting Mind Twisted, I'm gonna have to take the bigger pile, I think. Oh, I got daze and an island. That was okay. I mean, at least my opponent didn't get the Jace. The dream scenario was if my opponent were to get both my islands, but this was sort of fair. So here I'm going to block the Lich, so I don't have to sacrifice a creature. I'm going to block Bloodgust 2, just so we know, because I don't want to give my opponent the monarchy back. This is a tough decision for my opponent. So my opponent has Bloodtide Harvester in hand. Has my opponent played a land? No. I'm still blocking here though. Alright, there's a land. Looks like we are having some trouble again with Magic Online.